Hi guys, it's Erin. I am back to do my blog. I know that I've been gone for a little over a week now. I've had some holiday things and laziness, but here I am again. What I wanted to talk about is borderline personality disorder in the family. Um, I know that borderline personality disorder is caused by trauma. Some people disagree with that. It's probably black and white thinking, but I'm sure that it is. So, with the holiday season around, I did get to spend some time with my family, and I wrote a couple things down. And I do want to talk about family dynamics and borderline personality disorder that result in that because I know that I have borderline because of the family dynamics, and I know that everybody that has it has some type of dysfunctional dynamic that causes it. So I'm going to take a drink because my throat is so dry. I went to my mom's house for Thanksgiving. Um, I'm the oldest of six, so all my siblings were there. Uh, and the hypocrisy that exists there I left feeling um, like I don't exist and I'm a piece of crap. But I also left, and the good thing is I took some lessons back with me because it's hard to beat yourself up for the way that you are and kind of put away the family history and things like that because nobody wants to deal with that 24/7. But when you're around that again, it gives you an understanding, at least me, give me an understanding of why I do what I do. So the first thing that I kind of wanted to talk about is my mother. My sisters are doing it now too, and I'm mad at them for it. But the person that I'm really mad at is my mother. Um, they'll ignore everything I say and act like they don't hear me. Um, when I first got Lyme disease, I was having a hard time walking. I thought I was going to be in a wheelchair, and I told my mother, and she was on her phone, and she goes, "Oh, really?" Like they just don't care, and that's an extreme example, but they still do that to this day. Um, for example, my sister wouldn't sit by me at church. She kind of ignored me, and my mom will ignore me as well. And then do terrible things like that, like not talk to me, ignore me at my church that they started going to, which is fine because if that's where they want to worship. But it was kind of my church, and they started going to it, so they'll ignore me about, and 2 minutes later they'll be reading the Bible and talking about Jesus. Now, I don't know everybody's stance on God. I very much believe in God. If you don't, that's okay. I wouldn't say that's okay, but if it's not, it's for the purpose of this blog. I mean, I'm not judging anybody's beliefs or anything like that, but I do believe in God. Um, and it mind fucks me because when they do something like that, it makes me think that not only because it's like not only am I not worthy of their love, am I not worthy of anything like that, but I'm not worthy of God's love. That's the message that it sends me. Like, we can treat you this way, and then 2 minutes later be righteous and loved by Jesus. Um, and that's okay because you don't matter enough um, for God to even care. God still, thinks we're the best. And it does. It's a hard because it's and my whole life my mother was never like and my sister does it now too. But my mother was never like um, I think this. It was everybody thought that. So she'd be like, I think this, and all the neighbors are telling me the same thing I think, and my mother and my family have always done that, and um, now it is they do it with God, and it really makes me mad. It makes me feel distant from others, and it makes me feel really withdrawn. It makes me feel sad because I think about other friends and family and things like that that have a family that they can go to. I literally don't exist in my family. I don't exist. And a lot of people don't understand that until they see it or they don't understand the severity of it. But again, I mean, I could say anything and my family acts really like I'm not even there. Um, just a little tidbit. When I was 18, my mom threw me out of my house and I went to the neighbor's house, which was right next door in the same double block because I had nowhere to go. And my brothers and sisters were all walking past me and they're like, she's evil. Like I didn't even exist. And so that type of trauma, that type of, what my mother did, they still do that to this day. And it's heartbreaking. I thought that I was over it for a large part, to a large part. And I kind of feel guilty that I'm still having episodes as deep with it. I leave, I'm sad. I think about all the other people that have parents that nobody can understand, that there's nobody there to soothe me. I just need somebody to tell me it's okay. It's very hard to describe. I don't tell anybody because who am I going to tell? And it's such an intricate thing. They'd kind of be like, oh, it's just your family. Everybody puts memes joking around and things like that about families around holidays, but it really is toxic. If I don't go, and I'm sure, that's your question, number one, I won't see my younger siblings, and I won't see my nieces and nephew, which I want to see them, on the holiday. And so I have not gone before, and I felt sad also. So I think that's everything that I have written down. I just wanted to kind of talk about the hypocrisy and how that type of hypocrisy in a family causes borderline personality disorder and how I experience it. And I know that other people, that have the same disorder as me, even though their family may function better than mine, has some type of hypocrisy. So that is it. I'm going to record again very shortly, and have a good day.